Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Agni James, and I have the privilege and honor of being here with you tonight. How is everyone doing? I primarily stream guided meditations here on Twitch. I also stream chess because I'm a chess instructor IRL, and I stream philosophy because I have a master's in analytic philosophy, and I love philosophy of mind, philosophy of science, metaphysics, even been getting into philosophy of language these days, reading up on good old Grice and Frege. So how's everyone doing on this glorious Monday night at 9:05 p.m. Chicago time? It might be Saturday where you live, or I don't know, maybe it's like even Sunday where you live. I have no idea about the rest of the world. Hope everyone's doing well. Ignorant. Hey, good to see you, friend. How you doing? So I've been training for the Chicago Open. That's a big thing. The Chicago Open is one of the biggest chess tournaments in the Midwest of the U.S. every year, and I've been devoting a lot of time to that lately. And I've been going hard. I've been going hard in on this. So we'll see. We'll see if it pays off, and if I can win the tournament, right? Or at least finish. Have a strong performance. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Today I actually walked my friend's mom's dog, and this is a dog that I've walked in the past. Its name is Bailey. It's a good old-fashioned dog. Old dog, right? I walked it around the neighborhood. It actually walked me around the neighborhood. I didn't know where I was going, so it just kind of took me down the path. And I was wondering at one point if this dog was just going to get me lost, or if it actually knew where it was going. But no, it knew where it was going. And it took this weird circuitous route like around the neighborhood, and we ended up right back in the yard. It was pretty amazing. So, it was a good dog. But I'd also like to pee on every single tree, which I guess dogs do. I'm not a dog person, so I don't know anything about dogs. And then I taught a chess class. I taught a chess class at a school. It was the first day of a chess class at a new school that I'm teaching at. And I taught 20 7 to 9-year-olds chess, and they were pretty excited. They had a lot of enthusiasm bubbling over, and so that was fun. And then tonight I had the pleasure of going to Inspiritus Alchemy for a wonderful Monday night meditation. It's a great place. It's run by my friend Gina, and it's just she runs these incredible guided meditations. So I have that peace and love within me now. Hey, Earthy Mama, good to see you. It's been a while. It's totally been a while. He said, so great to see you. How are you tonight? You wanted to come to meditation tonight, but you took a nap, and you didn't wake up till 7:30. You were pretty bummed, but there's always another time. Yeah, and I don't know if you know this. She's going to be out of town. Gina's going out of town for the next 2 weeks. She's going to, I think, like England or something like that. So she's not going to have meditation. So you're going to have to wait till later in the month. It would have been nice to see you. It would have been nice to see you. But such is life. I've missed meditations there before. But how's everything going with you? What's been going on in your world these days? I know you were job hunting for a while. You've been doing a lot of art, which is cool. Earthy Mama is a very talented artist. Those of you who don't know, she's big into art, which is a great medium of expression, right? It's so important to express yourselves. Earthy Mama, you say, yeah, for sure, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, that's right, Glastonbury. But yeah, it sucked. Yeah, no, I know, right? It does. It's like when you're all ready to go for like an awesome meditation, then you're like, I'll just rest my eyes for a few minutes. You lay down, and the next thing you know, like it's like you can't even go. It's that blows, right? That does blow. I was just trying to like lighten it up for you. But sometimes the truth is better, right? Sometimes it's just better to be like, yeah, it sucks, right? It just sucks, right? And I think that's kind of important, right, in life. Sometimes we got to be more honest and just and not try to sugarcoat everything, right? But you're doing good tonight. You've definitely been keeping up on the art and inspiration. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, art is so crucial. My main form of art is poetry. I'm a fire poet, and so that was always my main form of art. My drawing is I don't know. I won some art competitions when I was like 5, but my drawing nowadays is pretty pathetic. But yeah, I'm a good poet. I can take those words and move them around a little bit. So yeah, I've only done one poetry reading, and it was not well received, but that's because it was not the appropriate place. But anyways, all right. I've been talking a lot. I've been chatting up a storm. Let's do a game of chess or two, and then we're gonna hop into some meditation. But yeah, that's what we're gonna go for that. You say poetry is a big outlet for you too. Well, that's awesome. I'd love to see your poetry at some point. Let's see. We got to get this back in order. Give me 1 second. There we go. Bam. All right. Let's get this all set up. Bam. There we go. Lee chess is here. We are ready to play some chess. Let's see if all the opening prep that I've done is going to help me when I'm playing black and I'm playing the hyper accelerated dragon of the variation of the Sicilian. That's like all my opening prep. I'm going all in on this. All right. So you should all be able to see the screen. You should all be able to see me. And let's start up a game. Oh, and of course I get the white pieces, which I didn't want. I'm a D4 guy, though. I'm a D4. We got Queen's Gambit. Oh, Queen's Gambit accepted now. Let's see if he's going to try to hold on to the pawn. If you take the pawn, don't try to hold on to it. All right, he's smart. He's not trying to get greedy. He's not trying to hold on to the pawn. He or she. Whoa, that's a blunder, and they just resigned. This bishop was supposed to come to B4. So, all right. So we're 1-0. That was a great game. That was a great game of chess. If all my games go like that, I'm gonna win. Definitely gonna win the Chicago Open. All right, new opponent. Here we go. I'm white again. All right, and these are random games on Lee Chess, so you never know what you're gonna get. You know, you could get a grandmaster. You could get a complete noob. You never know what you're gonna get. Another Queen's Gambit. Let's see what we got here. He's not taken. Let's see. Is he going to capture? I have a weird line that I like to play. All right. So I think at this point I'm actually supposed to take. I have this weird line that, yeah, we're just gonna take. I don't want to do the weird line because it's technically not a great line. There is a book refutation, but it's good for blitz chess. The idea is bishop f4. This is all kind of standard. I don't know. This move is weird to me. This move is typically not played. I'm assuming he was playing this to prep B5 after he captured. But okay, whatever. Now here's the thing. I want to play. Does that even make sense to play this now? I was gonna say I want to play H3 because that way I could drop my bishop back if he challenged it with his knight. But it looks like he's probably just lining this up. So I'm actually going to... Let's keep things real simple. We're going to keep things ridiculously simple. It's a little passive. I'm just going to castle. Sure, you know, he can always do this. I'm assuming I got to see where he deploys. Okay, he deployed his bishop there. Because he deployed his bishop there, I am playing this. If he had deployed his bishop here, I would not have done that. Now, if the knight attacks it, I can drop my bishop back to H2. So that's good. Oh, and I'm not dropping frames tonight, which is nice. Last time I was streaming, I was dropping frames. So, all right. Anyways, let's see. We got this set up. Now I just castle. So I'm looking at this. Maybe, what's he going to do? Okay, so he's just going, he's going space hungry. Let's play, I got this. This is kind of passive, kind of dry. This is a symmetrical position pretty much. Look at this. Except the bishops are on different squares. How can I spice up this situation? I want to spice this up. All right, let's play this. I don't know. I'm assuming he's gonna probably play this. Then I got to move my knight. Then he might try to lock things down. And then I just reroute, come over here, and then hop in here eventually. It's kind of slow, but we'll see. So he pushes knight to A2. And if he tries to clamp things down, I'm just going to swing my knight over here with the idea of bringing it to B3 and then C5. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Does he try to clamp things down? Or he could even push again. That'd be... Oh, yep, he's clamping. He's doing the clamp. All right. This knight wants to be here. So we will see. We will see. I could even go this route. Ooh, this is kind of neat. I could go this route. Okay, so he's infiltrated here. So now the question is, no, I like the fact that my bishop has this diagonal. So let's hop in here. I can't see any other reason. I can't see a good reason not to. Notice this pawn is keeping the knight from jumping in here and wreaking some havoc on my bishop and queen. I can't allow the forks. I can't allow the forks. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. So that was a weird move. That right there is a very weird move in my opinion. I think it's a dumb move. I think it's a bad move. All right. All right. So we're hopping in. We're taking. Now, he wants to trade dark square bishops, I think. But I'm not going to allow that. So I'm just going to drop back, and then I'm going to reroute my knight to where I wanted it to begin with, which is c5. Also, notice this bishop now is ready to come alive here. All right, this is going to get interesting. I'm really liking my position now. I went from hating my position to really liking it, so that's kind of cool. It's always a nice change of pace. By the way, everything's kind of weak over here. I feel like I can maybe get an attack going over here on some of these pieces. If I can get my queen, look at this, get the queen developed. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. What about bishop down, queen over? I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here. Now I could do this immediately, and then we'd have maybe take. Then my pawn structure is a little damaged. Let's put more pressure on this file. Notice I have 2 attackers. He only has 1 defender, so he'll probably swing the rook over, or maybe move the queen. Probably the rook. Yep. So he's got the rook over. But now I can chop, and then chop, and then chop. But then we have rook over, and when I move my knight, he's going to chop. No, hold on. Chop, chop, chop. And then we can't do rook over because I'll have this. Should I go for this pawn? Should I go to win this pawn? Let's I think this works out. A pawn's a pawn at the end of the day. Let's see. All right. Oh, he took with the rook. All right. So that's perfectly fine with me. So I take. He takes with the bishop, and then I take here. Now notice I'm on the bishop. That's the key to all this. And I didn't even realize my queen was. Oh my God! Whoa! I just blundered. I just completely blundered. That was terrible. Yeah, I completely blundered that. Okay, so now I've got to scramble to try to get something going. All right, that was a huge mistake. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lose this game, but that's fine. That's what happens when I stream. I play like way worse chess when I stream, so I'm getting used to it by now. Oh man, it's getting intense how badly I've been playing when I stream. All right. Anyways, we want to get this rook over, so let's see. How can I get some pieces active? I want to get some piece activity. All right, let's start with this. I'm going to swing the rook over. He'll probably swing the rook over. This is a sneaky bishop, by the way. I do have that going for me. All right, so yeah, if I bring my rook over, you know what? No, we're not doing it this way. I'm going to let him have the file. So the idea is I'm going to break this open and try to attack over here. Because if I play rook over, yeah, he just, I don't want to mess with that. All right, we're coming this way. We're coming this way. My idea is to attack over here on the king side. All right. Oh, he's got the skewer I missed. I'm really, really playing like garbage. All right. So queen here, I guess. Then we'll just take. I'm not seeing anything today. All right. What's going to happen here, though? All right, take. Can't take that. All right, he's coming in for this. We're pushing forward. I just got to go all in on the attack at this point. That's the idea. I gotta go all in on the attack, because I'm busted otherwise. Sometimes you get in a position where you're just busted. You know, now sure, he could come down here and start checking me and doing stuff. His queen's pretty passive right now. He's going to have to find a way to activate his queen. But he's up a whole piece. Yeah, so he's coming in with the check. All right, that's fine. Let's do that. All right, so now, yeah, he wants to trade queens, which is smart. Looks like I can win the pawn. Then he comes in there. He's going to have mating threats. So basically, yeah, he's going to have this, and then he's going to. Ooh, this is going to lead to mate if I'm not careful. It might already be mate. Let's see. If I don't trade queens, like if I take the pawn, he's got check, and then if I run here, he's got check, and then I run here, and then he's got check, forking the bishop and the king, winning one of those pieces. Damn. This might be resign time, actually. Let's see. Huh. Is there anything I can do here? Any tricks in the position? What about take? I'm looking at these two passed pawns. All right. I'm going to get mated over here if I don't go for this. I don't want to just get mated. I want to at least put up a little bit of a fight. So I'm going to be able to pick off this pawn. I'm going to have these two passed pawns. It's an idea. It might not work, but at least it's an idea. Yeah. All right. So I picked that guy off. But he's going to grab this guy. All right, it's getting very problematic, as if it wasn't already before. And now my only hope is running this guy up, basically, which won't happen. I got to get my king position better. Yeah, this is a complete mess of a position. Now he just comes over and cleans up. All right, so I'm going to resign this one right here. Well, that was a complete joke. That was a complete joke, but that's how it goes sometimes in chess. Hey, Imbalanced Physique, good to see you, man. How you doing? How's everything going with you? I hope everything is well with you. I hope life is going well. Big shout out to Imbalanced Physique. He is a fitness streamer here on Twitch. He primarily did fitness. Now he does mostly tarot, actually, which is cool. It's a cool change of pace. What's new with you, John? How's everything going in your world? Hope everything's going all right, man. Yeah. Okay, well, let's do another one. Let's play another game. That one was pretty ridiculous when I just blunder a piece. So let's try another one. But I got to get it so you can all see. That's kind of important too. Okay, Queen's Gambit. All right, I'm going to castle queenside. I love castling and putting my opponent in check. It's like one of my favorite things. All right, look at that. Rook's checking the king, and I'm castled. You get a lot out of that. All right. Okay, bishop is just chilling. Let's see. I want to get this pawn rolling. My opponent's king is not super safe, but maybe this is better. I got to think of the advantages of e3 or e4, of these two squares, pawn to e3 or pawn to e4. When I move this pawn, I'm going to open up a discovered attack on this pawn. Let's see. The question is where is better? Where is better here? I'm going to e4. I'm going to e4. My knight's covering. I mean, you can't hop in here because of the rook. I got the discovered attack on the pawn. All right, yeah, he's going for that. And that's why. That's one of the reasons why I actually played e4, because now I can hold on to the dark square bishop. Notice if I had played e3, this dark square bishop would have had nowhere to retreat to. All right, so let's continue. Now I just snag this pawn. This is going to be a target at some point. In fact, I could even... Well, I want to get this knight developed. Let's see. Looking pretty good so far. He's going after this bishop now. This guy just wants to go after my bishops. All right, so if he wants to go after my bishops, that's fine. Go after his knight. Notice he had a threat, and I moved my bishop, and now I have a counter threat. That's super important in chess. You want to respond to threats with counter threats if you can. And notice this bishop can't move. All right, so he's in serious trouble now. Pretty soon, at least. Well, actually, he lost this, so it doesn't matter. So let's just take the free piece. I'll take a free piece. So he just blundered away a knight. I was initially looking at playing c6, but the knight was guarding. All right, so now we have that. I could even snag that pawn if I want, or what else? What else do we got here? This knight needs to get developed. If I snag the pawn and he plays this idea, my bishop could get trapped a little bit. Well, not really, actually. I have an idea. So I take, and if he plays this, I can take here. He can't recapture because the bishop is pinned to the king. Oops. So that's the idea here. Let's see. Man on fire, good to see you. How you doing? How's everything going with you, man? You've been on fire lately, dude. And JT, you're asking about the chicken. So what? We got some chicken going on? Got some roasted chicken? You're getting me hungry. I want this roasted chicken. All right, we got this check I can throw in. Let's do it. It looks pretty strong. Sure, the bishop can come over, but that's fine. I'm up material, so I just want to trade. I just want to trade pieces. Let's hop the knight in here, actually. This is kind of cool. Wait, hold on. If I hop the knight in, we got rook over. JT, how's everything going today with you? And then I'm looking at, well, then I just take with check. Yeah, we're just gonna develop. We're gonna develop. If he takes me, I take him. So he did go with this idea. Okay, so now I believe I take here. Yeah. So notice I'm on the knight. I have two pieces attacking this bishop, my rook and my bishop. And if he takes this bishop, I just take his bishop. Now, sure, he could take he could sack the rook for the knight first, and then if I recapture, he takes here with check. But this is coming real quick. I mean, if he takes this first, then I just hop in and take his bishop, and then he doesn't have that threat. This is going to work out for me. There's no way he's recovering from this. So JT, let's see. You say not horrible, pushing past all you can do. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's how it goes. You know, sometimes you just got to push past, right? My day's been good. My day has been pretty good overall. It started off a little shaky, but it's much better. Here we go. We got check. Let's see if he runs the king over here. Then I just clean up, you know. I mean, just let's see. What's best? What is best in this position? What is best? Let's attack the rook. Got his rook attacked. If he takes, I just recapture with check. Okay, I have this fork also. Bam. Fork in the king and the knight. So we're going to go with that. So he's got to get out of check. Now, he's probably best hopping over here so he'll have two pieces attacking my bishop. Let's see if he sees it. He might retreat back, though. Actually, if he comes here, then I just take this bishop. Yeah, he just resigned. Okay. He just resigned, and that's how you play chess. All right. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we've done what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a few games of chess in, and then we'll do the meditation. So that's where we're at today. All right. Bam. We're gonna switch over to the fitness and health community because that is where guided meditations belong. We're here. And now you're going to want to get in some comfortable clothes. I always come out here with a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, and then we slow things down. Let me adjust the lights. Get in some comfortable clothes. So get in a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. I have an Amitabha Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. So take a few more slow and deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out, slowly lowering your abdomen. Focus on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your attention on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds float together and merge into one. And one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds float through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. keep your awareness on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your focus to your breath count. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the memory of their own internal light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Keep your awareness on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. Returning your focus to your breath. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Experience the love emanating from this location. And the warmth which surrounds this love. Feel the perfect peace residing here. and embrace the joy which accompanies it. In this place of perfect monism, you are one. In this location, you are home. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye vision. Stay focused on your breathing. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of consciousness. Go all the way down to the center point of your essence. The location inside you where two-ness cannot enter. The place where separation and division cannot occur. Experience the divine frequency residing here. Transcending throughout all of creation. Stay focused on your center point. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you recall how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you remember your divine purpose. To awaken the memory of love and light in all of those whom you encounter. Focus on your eternal center. Remembering you are home once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes and return to this corporeal existence, bringing with you divine love throughout the remainder of your days. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing this sacred space with me. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your meditation guide. I hope you each got something out of this meditation. I hope you feel more peaceful and relaxed, more centered and grounded, and more loving and kind than you did prior to the meditation. And most importantly, I hope you're able to take the peace and love that you encountered during this meditation and bring it with you out into the world and share it with all those whom you encounter. Namaste. All right, there we go. Man on Fire is trying to debate me. I will not be fooled, my friend. There was no raid, but it was funny. Man on Fire, you say packing the bong to smoke earlier. Agni James, the fire dragon of the realm no more. I'm no longer the fire dragon of the realm. You're writing a Agni, the Fire Lord Dragon lore storybook. Okay, cool. So I am the fire dragon. I don't know what you're saying. You say Yogi. Yes, that was intense. Agni overdid it this time. I did what I could. I do what I can. That's all I can do. JT, hello. You said, I was in your dreams last night. This meditation, I think, just helped me make some sense of it. Good. I'm glad, JT. I know this is a very trying time for both of us. Those of you who don't know, my sister committed suicide many years ago, and yesterday was her birthday. So I spent yesterday at the cemetery, and I visited her, and then my friend's parents are also at the same cemetery, and then I visited a friend of mine who died from a heroin overdose years ago, my friend Matthew. So I got to see a bunch of my deceased loved ones. So that was also good. But it's also trying, and JT's going through a tough time too. This is a very difficult time, especially tomorrow. I'm sure is not going to be easy for you, JT. But I'm going to be sending love and light your way. And thank you, by the way, on that phone conversation for opening up and sharing the whole story with me. I never knew all that, so I appreciate you telling me that. Let's see, Man of Fire. Welcome, Raiders. It's an honor. Yes, all these Raiders, right? Welcome in. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Should I do my normal routine? Let's give a shout out to no one because there was no raid. Mr. No One, we're giving you a big shout out. And those of you who don't know me, I'm Agni James, but everyone here knows me because we were not raided. Man of Fire, you say, would you proofread the Agni James Fire Lord Dragon book? To JT, yes, she will totally proofread it. She will, and she'll make sure it's good. Man, if I say, geez, now it's getting dark. Sorry, you had a rough dude. It's all right, man. It's all right. That you do low key trolling in here, man. That's part of your deal. I wanted to say I just wanted to express a little honest, open communication, though. You know me, man. I'm all about open, honest communication. I'm also about absurdity too. So it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to keep this a pretty relatively short stream. Let's see, that was a shorter meditation, a little over 26 minutes. So yeah, that was good though. I wanted it just to kind of jump in. We haven't done a meditation. Last time I streamed, I was dropping frames like crazy. I was losing chests, and I didn't even do a meditation. It was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. I think that was April Fool's Day. Maybe that's what happened. It was an April Fool's Day stream, and that's why everything was such a mess. So now we've righted the ship. The ship is back sailing its course, and we're going to be coming on and doing meditations and talking to Chad Guy. Chad Guy, by the way, what's going on? You told me you were going to make a new account. You said you were going to change your name again. Are you seriously going to do it or not? Or was that just a bluff? Or have you already done that? Man of Fire, you say you've picked up some special flower weed. Ooh, on Saturday. Nice. Sometimes I wish I still smoked weed. That would be interesting to experience that again. Maybe I will someday. Who knows? It's pretty intense. I can imagine April Fool's Day weed. It's like, joke's on you. You're gonna die. We've laced this with crack. That would be the funniest April Fool's Day present ever. Like if a dispensary is just like, all right, we're gonna lace all of our pot with crack on April Fool's Day. It's like, April Fools, it's on you. Joke's on you. Everyone's gonna be wigging out. It's like, that's why everyone just thinks the weed is like super intense, but it's just like laced with crack. That's how we do it in Chicago. That's how we get our weed in Chicago. All right. Anyways, let's see who's all out there. Let's get the raid call, and I've got it down, JT. I will forever now say raid call. No more messing around. It's been 2 years. I better have it down, right? We're gonna get the raid call all situated. Those of you who are subscribers, copy and paste this. I want to read the book too, by the way, about Agni James. That would be a good book to write a book about me. I mean, that's like I'm my favorite subject. I am literally my favorite subject. Like I'm my favorite thing to talk about. I'm my favorite subject. I really like. I love hearing about me. So that'd be cool. Man of Fire, you say found out the government pays Coke, the soft drink manufacturer, to make cocaine. Well, they used to. They used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola back in the day. They actually used to do that. That was like a thing. That was like a thing they did. All right, let's see who's out in the Twitch world. All right. Oh, this is a no-brainer. My buddy, Kevin Edward Music. He's a musician, nicest guy you'll ever meet, and we are going to give him a raid. So yeah, I appreciate all of you. I love all of you unconditionally. And just, at the end of the day, just be nice to the people around you, That's what it comes down to. Just be nice, be loving, be kind. Do meditation, do yoga, any of the internal energy arts, such that you can feel the love and light within you and remember who you are, that your essence is pure love. And then you can help others remember who they are, because people forget. We all forget at times. We get distracted by ego concerns. We're like, oh, I'm pissed off, about X, Y, or Z, right? I'm pissed off about these things. I'm going to retaliate and attack the world or attack, oneself or attack a situation. But at the end of the day, we're pure love. That's not who we are. That's not our real identity, the ego. Our real identity is that perfect love. So share that with others. Be kind. Be loving to those around you. Man of Fire, you say Coke makes around $3 billion a year. I'm sure it does, dude. People like their cocaine. People like their cocaine. I have some friends that are now like really heavy into cocaine, and it's not making me happy at all. I might have to have a serious conversation with one of them in particular pretty soon. It's going to be a very unpleasant conversation, and it could end a friendship. But I got to call him out on it. Because I don't want to lose another friend. I've lost a lot of friends over the years from heroin, and now I have a couple friends that are really heavy into coke, and they're just doing it too much, and they're drinking with it, and it's really sad. So I might have to have a serious conversation. So, but anyways, yeah. Man, if you say, no, we're not going to raid a sexy girl. Your girlfriend isn't around. No, we're going to raid Kevin Edward because he's an awesome dude. So I love you all. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me. JT, it's always a pleasure and honor. I'm going to be sending you as much love and support and kindness as I can. And yeah, namaste.